Alright, hello students. Welcome to week 2 of Learning Online. So, this week we're going to learn about what is trigonometry. So, that is the study of triangles. You probably guys have already learned this in like 7th or 8th grade. But we're writing it again. The study of triangles. Hence the trig. Alright. Sine, cosine, tangent. So sine, this is dealing with the ratio of the length of the legs compared to the inside angles. And when I say angles, I just mean the angles other than the 90-degree angle. So in this triangle that I'm doing my little pin around we're looking at angles A and B. The ratio that's associated with the sine function is the length of the opposite leg over the length of the hypotenuse. So for example, looking at angle A, if we want to find that sine, the opposite leg would be lowercase a over hypotenuse C. And so we would just write it A divided by C. The sine of angle B is the ratio of opposite side, lowercase b over hypotenuse C. So we would write b over C. Cosine deals with the ratio of the length of the leg adjacent, which means it's touching the actual angle and the hypotenuse. So the cosine of A would be lowercase b over C. And the cosine of B would be lowercase a over C. Tangent deals with the ratio of the opposite leg over the adjacent leg. So the tangent of angle A is going to be lowercase a over B, and tangent of angle B is lowercase b over A. Nifty way to remember this: sine, cosine, tangent is a little saying, SOHCAH, so S-O-H, CA, C-A-H, and then TOA, T-O-A. Sine is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. Cosine, that's the C, is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. So there's your AH. And then tangent, your T, is equal to opposite over adjacent. And that's your OA. Now keep in mind, this is only true with right triangles, 90-degree triangles. This is not something that we use with every triangle. There's a different scenario that takes place then. Okay, so let's just do some examples. So here we've given a triangle that has all three sides filled in. The short leg is 5, long leg is 12, and the hypotenuse is 13. To find the sine, we would say sine of angle A. So we would locate angle A, and then we would look for the opposite leg, which in this case has a length of 5, and the hypotenuse has a length of 13. So we would say 5 over 13. Cosine of angle A. So same angle. This time we're going to look at the leg that's adjacent, which is 12, over the hypotenuse, which has a length of 13, and that gives us our ratio. Tangent of A, we're looking at the opposite leg, 5, over the adjacent, which is 12. Now keep in mind, adjacent leg and hypotenuse are two entirely different things. Just because the hypotenuse is touching the angle, it is not the adjacent leg that we're looking for. The other angle that we're interested in is angle C. So in angle C's case, the sine is opposite leg length, 12 divided by 13, which is the hypotenuse. The adjacent cosine of angle C is the adjacent length, 5 over hypotenuse 13. and the tangent of angle C is the opposite length over the adjacent length. So 12 over 5. And you are seeing that we have reciprocals of each, well, it appears to be reciprocals. It's definitely related. Interrelated graphing is when we'll see the relationship more. But just for now, we'll focus on our SOHCAHTOA. Next triangle that we're looking at doesn't have the hypotenuse given to us. So we will need to use the Pythagorean theorem. So 9 squared plus 12 squared. The leg lengths were given to us. We use those to find the hypotenuse. So 9 squared plus 12 squared. If you squared it and added everything together, you would get 225. And then when you take the square root of 225, you get 15 is equal to C. Now this go round, when we start finding our sine ratio, so our sine ratio of W, first let's locate W. We see it's going to be the length 12 over 15. Now that can be reduced, and yes, you do need to reduce it. So 12 over 15 reduces to, excuse me, not 3, but 4/5. That is the exact answer. And so you do need to be able to reduce fractions. Cosine of W, this time we'd look at the adjacent length, 9 over hypotenuse, 15. And that reduces to 3/5. And tangent of W is the opposite side length, 12 over the adjacent side, 9. So 12 over 9, and that reduces to 4/3. Sine of X, that's the other angle. So we know that it would be 9 over 15. Which reduces to 3/5. Cosine of X is going to be adjacent, 12 over 15, which reduces to 4/5. And tangent of X is 9 over 12, which reduces to 3/4. And that is that angle. All right, so next up we have a triangle that gives us the length of a side and it gives us the hypotenuse. So we would write, hang on, let me try and get this so you can, all right, b squared plus 16 squared equals to c squared. I want to show you a trick in a calculator to put. So we know that we're, oh, whoops, I shouldn't say c squared, I should say 34 squared. Now let me come back. Okay, so b squared plus 16 squared equals 34 squared. In a calculator, if you just simply did the square root of 34 squared minus 16 squared, that would give you the answer to our B. We did that and we would end up with B equals to 30. Just showing you a neat little shortcut trick in graphing calculators that, well, any calculator actually, scientific graphing, they all. We know that is length 30. So now, I'm not going to do all of these. I'll let you fill them in. But sine of L, angle L. So now I'm looking for the ratio of the opposite over the hypotenuse. Opposite side length is 30 over the hypotenuse length, which is 34. That reduces to 15 over 17. Let's pause here for a second. All right, so now we learned the ratios. Let's move to using those ratios to figure out an unknown side. So one of the most important things you need to do is make sure your calculator is in degree mode. I am going to switch over here and put this on a video where a teacher shows you how to find the degree, or how to put a calculator in degree mode.
Students, for the next unit, Triangle Toolkit, it is important that you're able to get your calculator set up properly. Smaller calculators are in what's called degree mode automatically, but the larger calculators, TI-83 and 84, graphing calculators, you have to place them in degree mode. To get these in degree mode, first you turn it on, and you'll see this flashing. Then you touch the word mode, and you'll see the word normal flashing. You go down, down, over until you see the word degree flashing, and then you hit enter. Then you hit clear. You know you are correct when...
Okay, so we're back. So if you watched that, you saw that she said to hit the mode, and from the mode you go and find degree. All right, let's take our time, spend our time talking about how is it we're going to find this unknown side of x. So I've got an angle, 28 degrees. It's a right triangle, and I've got a hypotenuse of 19, and I want to know the opposite side. My SOHCAHTOA tells me that I'm looking for the sine because I'm looking for the opposite over hypotenuse. So sine of 28 is equal to opposite side x. I don't know it yet. Oops. Ooh, that's awful. Over 19. So if I want to solve for x, I'm just simply going to say x is equal to 19 times sine of 28. Now when you're doing sine of 28, make sure you close the parentheses, especially if you're typing in a sine function or any function before you do the multiplication. All right, so here I multiply 19 times sine of 28. Oh, excuse me. I got dust in my throat. And I get x equals to 8.9. All right, if you don't have a graphing calculator, that is fine. You could also go to Desmos, and that has trig functions. Let's look over here at number 5. So here, number 5, I've got an angle, and I've got an opposite side and an adjacent side. And I want to know the measure of the opposite side. Well, now, opposite over adjacent, that tells me I'm dealing with tangent. So I need to know tangent of 41 degrees. And I'm going to set that equal to x over 32. When I want to solve for x, I'm just multiplying by 32. That gets x by itself. And then over on the other side, when I switch it, I've got 32 times tangent of 41 degrees. And I end up with x is equal to 27.8. Let's look at example 6. So 6, I've got an adjacent side over hypotenuse. That lets me know I'm dealing with a cosine. So cosine of 21 degrees is equal to x over 26. X is equal to 26 times the cosine of 21 degrees. And then I figure out that x is equal to 24.3. And that is all the time I have. I only have about 20 more seconds. So guys, please do your Delta math. Please contact me. Please log in my office hours. They'll be from 2 to 3. I'll send the link. Have a good day.